Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so excited. I have been gifted the HTVRont phone case heat press. HTVRont sent it to me free of charge so I can test it out and share my honest review with you. In today's video, we'll start with the unboxing. I'll walk you through what comes in the box, my first impressions, and we'll get it set up so it's ready for use. This is just the beginning of exploring what this little machine can do. Hey everyone, it's Lean from ColoradoLean.com. Welcome back to the craft room. When I received my phone case heat press from FedEx, it had just been wrapped in a black shrink wrap type packaging. It was a little bit ripped, and as you can see, the box here is a little worse for wear. This corner got pretty well smashed, and there's a little rip here starting in the box. But other than that, the rest of the box looks fine. So I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to open this up. Here it is. Let's see what we have. Let's start with this. We have 3 buttons to practice on. There is a pair of tweezers. Never have too many of those. Some heat tape, always nice to have. And these are, see, that's going to take a little bit to get into it. These are the jig that the buttons sit in when you sublimate them. And a pair of heat-resistant gloves, but holy cow. Oh, that's huge. Yeah, I don't know who's going to be able to use those, but not me. And then we have a universal phone case fixture. This says it is compatible with the iPhone. I'll go ahead and open this up in a little bit. And then we have a packet of sublimation film. So I will look at this a little bit closer again in a few minutes. But for now, let's get this puppy out of the box. All right, we also had the directions in the box as well as the bottom plate to use with the buttons and with other items. So again, we'll set these aside. And there it is. Wow, this is such a compact design. Now, I know the box was mangled here on the corner, but with the styrofoam, and I'm going to assume it was this side that was mangled because it's a little crushed. But the heat press itself is just fine. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so much fun. I am kind of surprised that we did not get a phone case. That's kind of a surprise. Interesting. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and see just how big this machine is. It is just under 12 inches wide. It's about 11 3/4 of an inch wide. And probably about 12 3/4, maybe 13 inches deep. And it stands about 6 3/4 of an inches tall. So I know exactly where this thing is going to live. The inside measures about 8 inches long by, I'd say 5 inches wide, just under 5 inches. And it's approximately 3/4 of an inch deep. I really, really love how clean and sleek this machine looks. And I do love the white. There are 2 other colors that are available. There's a light blue and a lavender color. Now, I didn't have a choice on the color that they sent me, but I am glad they sent me a white because it does match my HTVRont auto heat press. So when it comes to setting this up, really all you have to do is plug it in and turn it on. So there is absolutely nothing else you need to do to the machine itself to get it ready to go. That is pretty awesome. Now that everything's been unpacked, let's go ahead and take a closer look at everything that came with the HTVRont phone case heat press, starting with the only information sheet that came in the box. On this sheet, we have, in 3 different languages, the precautions, and we also have 3 QR codes. This first code will take us to the HTVRont user manuals page. And on this page, you can download the manuals for every HTVRont machine that they have. The second QR code will take us to the App Store, so we can download the LockLick Creativity Studio app. And the third one will take us to the HTVRont community on Discord. In the box, we also received a pair of heat-resistant gloves. And although these are much larger than the other pair of gloves that I own from HTVRont, they do feel a lot thicker. We also received a pair of fine point tweezers. These are so nice. I am definitely going to be using these for my paper projects. They gave us a 3/8 inch wide roll of heat-resistant tape, which will come in handy. Personally, I love the clear heat tape that I have, but I am definitely going to keep this with my HTVRont machine. They also sent us a package of the sublimation film. This is an A4 size, and we will talk more about this in a future video. We also received 3 sublimation badges or pins. They are about 58 millimeters across, or just under 2 5/8 of an inch. When I measured this, I went from the white edge on the back to the white edge on the back. We also received the fixture plate. On one side, it has guides for coasters, square and round coasters, for luggage tags, and for a few more items. I'm not really sure what all they are. And on the back side, we have some holes drilled in, and those are for the badge fixtures. These have two little feet on the back side, and they fit in the plates just like that. As you can see, they hold it pretty well. I'll go ahead and open one of these pins. And this little cutout is for the pin part. It just fits in there perfectly. And again, as you can see, it holds it in there very nicely. And finally, the universal phone case fixture set. This one is compatible with the iPhone. They also have another that is compatible with the Android phones. And I'll just open this up real quick and show you what all came in the box. So we have the fixture itself, and it shrinks down. Along with that, we have a few other parts. So if you have a larger phone, then you can fill in the blanks here. So that you can put a larger phone in there. And then there are two more little pieces here. And then along with that, we also received filler blocks for the camera. And they have for the iPhone 12, the 13, the 14, the 15, and the 16. I will have a close-up photo of all of these items over on the corresponding blog post at coloradolean.com. So go ahead and hop over there and check that out. I am so excited to give this little machine a try. Now, on the downside, I do wish there were more detailed user instructions included. I will need to do a bit of research to figure out the right times and temperatures for different items. And as a reminder, phone cases do not come in the box. So you'll definitely want to order those separately if you're planning to start right away. But overall, I really love the design and especially the compact size of this press. It even fits perfectly into my IKEA Kallax unit, and that's going to make storage super easy. Thank you so much for joining me today for the HTVRont phone case heat press unboxing. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a crafty friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. In the next video, I'll walk you through my very first sublimated phone case using this press. Until then, happy crafting!